Learners, welcome to this lesson, Importance of Biology. Let us discuss the importance of studying biology. The knowledge acquired from the study of biology can be very helpful in solving environmental problems like food shortage, poor health services, pollution, and even environmental degradation or environmental destruction. The community in which we live in has problems like shortage of food which occur annually, maybe due to drought. Others include poor services and even pollution. So the knowledge we acquire from biology help us to solve some of these problems. The study of biology can grant one an entry into various careers like medicine. In medicine, we have fields like being a doctor or being a nurse, and which are very good courses. We have veterinary medicine. Here you will be looking at the health of animals. We also have a career like animal husbandry. Another career is horticulture, which is looking at flowers. And then the other career is dentistry, where you will be taking care of the teeth. So these are very good careers. The study of biology also leads to development of scientific skills, which are very useful in life. These skills include observing, identifying, recording, that is recording information, classifying, which also means grouping, measuring, analyzing, and lastly, evaluating. These skills can enable one learn how to make the right choices and lead an improved life. Another importance is that the biological knowledge acquired in the study of biology is very useful in enhancing international cooperation. Some biology-related international conventions include joint development of HIV/AIDS vaccine by Kenyan and British scientists. Remember, HIV is a deadly virus, and up to date there is no vaccine. So young people like you should abstain from sexuality until you are of the right age to avoid contracting this disease, which up to date has no vaccine. The other convention is the coordinated fight against severe acute respiratory syndrome, commonly known as SARS, involving scientists all over the world. Scientists all over the world are finding solutions to fight severe acute respiratory syndrome. The other convention is the fight to save the ozone layer from depletion through various international agreements like the Kyoto Protocol. The ozone layer is a layer in the atmosphere which protects us from the harmful radiation or the ultraviolet radiations of the sun, which cause the cancer of the skin and even some other environmental problems like melting of the snow in the mountains, which results into flooding of lowlands. Another convention is the management of resources through international treaties such as the CITES. This is Convention Against International Trade on Endangered Species. Endangered species are those that are about to become extinct. For example, the white rhino is a species that is about to become extinct. Let us move ahead and look at the characteristics of living things. All living things have characteristics which are common to them. So the first one is nutrition, and this is the process by which living things obtain or acquire and assimilate nutrients. Assimilate also means to utilize or to use the nutrients. Living things require nutrients for various purposes like growth, repair of worn out tissues, and for provision of energy. So the energy you are using to learn or that sustains you during this lesson is obtained from nutrients. Plants manufacture their own food using light energy from the sun and then from all carbon dioxide, water, and mineral salts through a process called photosynthesis. In other words, plants are usually called autotrophs because they make their own food. Conversely, animals feed on already manufactured foods from plants and other animals. There are those animals that eat other animals. For example, a lion eating a gazelle. So animals are usually called heterotrophs. The other characteristic is respiration, and it is a process by which food substances are chemically broken down in the cells to release energy. There is help of enzymes and some chemicals to break down food that we eat to release energy. During respiration, oxygen is used while carbon dioxide and water are released as waste products of the process of respiration. Respiration occurs in all the living cells. The energy produced in the cells is very useful as it enables living things carry out some of their physiological processes or functions. The energy is also required for growth and development, movement and repair of worn out or even old tissues in the body. The other characteristics is gaseous exchange. And gaseous exchange refers to the process by which living things exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide, which in primary school you learned it is called carbon dioxide, across the respiratory surfaces. Respiratory surfaces are those organs where this exchange of gases occur. For example, in fish, they use gills. Mammals, for example, human beings, use the lungs as a means of respiration. Animals always take in air rich in oxygen and give out air rich in carbon dioxide. So we breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a waste product of chemical reaction in the body. Remember, we had discussed in respiration that oxygen is used and carbon dioxide is given out as a waste product. Animals require oxygen for respiration. Gaseous exchange therefore enables animals to obtain oxygen for respiration and get rid of carbon dioxide, which is a waste product. Plants, on the other hand, require carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis during the day. That is for them to manufacture their own food in the help of light energy from the sun, then combined with carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of a pigment called chlorophyll, which makes the plants look green. They give away oxygen as a byproduct. Plants require oxygen for respiration and give away carbon dioxide as well during the process of respiration. So this is the chemical symbol for oxygen. This is O2, and this is carbon dioxide, CO2. It is a diatomic molecule. You will learn more about this in chemistry. The other characteristic of living things is excretion, and it is a process by which living things separate and eliminate or to remove the waste or harmful materials resulting from chemical reactions within the cells. These harmful materials are poisonous to the cells in our bodies. These harmful waste products of metabolism may be toxic. Toxic means something which is poisonous. It can kill the cells if they are left to accumulate or to build up or to collect to certain levels in the cells of living things. Another characteristic is growth and development. Growth refers to an irreversible increase in size and mass, while development refers to irreversible change in complexity of the structure of living things. Remember, several years ago you were a small boy or a girl, so now you are a big boy. So you have increased in size and mass. Some of you are born as tiny as 1 kilogram. Now you have increased in mass, and the process is irreversible. We cannot go back to that age of 1 kg or mass of 1 kg. Growth and development of living things is essential as it enables the living things to attain maximum size that can enable them to perform their functions. Reproduction is another characteristic, and it is a process by which living things give rise to new individuals of the same kind. Remember, they should be of the same kind. All living things reproduce. Reproduction is essential as it leads to perpetuation, or in other words, continuation of species, and it avoids extinction of certain plants and animals. So in some cases you have heard of a rabbit or a pig giving birth to something that looks like a human being. That is not reproduction. It should be of the same kind, and that new individual should also be able to reproduce to ensure continuation of species and to avoid extinction or coming to an end of that type of plant and animal. Finally, we have irritability as a characteristic of living organisms. And this is the ability of living things to perceive or to detect the changes which are now called the stimuli in the environment or the surrounding. And then after responding to them, they respond appropriately. Living things respond to changes in temperature, humidity, light, and presence of or absence of certain chemicals, which are now called stimuli. Response of organisms to these changes is crucial as it enables them to escape from harmful stimuli. For example, when you touch a hot pan, that is a harmful stimuli. You immediately drop that pan. So it has enabled you to escape that harmful stimuli. So that is the importance of irritability. It enables organisms to escape from harmful stimuli. That marks the end of the lesson. Complete this assignment. Thank you.